There we are. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Brandbeard Gaming. My name is Richmond, one half of Brandbeard Gaming. The other half is TJ Firebeard. He is currently on the disabled list. He's on the 15-day, 30-day, 45 disabled list. But he's out. He's out. He is currently healing from his Achilles surgery, which he had 2 weeks ago now. So he is, on his way back to being in some sort of shape to exist. But he's still doing good. We played a little bit of rematch last Monday night. We played rematch Monday night. There's Sass making her bed. Not that Sass. Hi, Sass. Sass Queen. That's Abigail back there making her bed, hanging out. She's going to get comfy for the next 2 hours as we play Paperback Adventures Volume 2. As we're going to be checking out the latest edition that is currently on Gamefound. I think exclamation point. Will this work? There we go. You can check out Paperback Adventures Volume 2, which is currently on Gamefound. It has funded. This project does include a new character as well as a 2 to 4 player co-op system. Co-op system is called the Binding Nexus. You got new enemies specifically for cooperative battles. Gives you all kind of new stuff. The campaign also comes with the possibility to buy a big box. This will cover what they call all of the current and future paperback adventure information modules. So that's good. It's a plus. Able to, if you get the game, you can check out everything that's inside. Have it in one nice calyx-shaped box. Yeah. I'm a big fan of Paperback Adventures. Skye has been very kind over the course of the game to provide us access to be able to stream it and be able to show you kind of what goes on in Paperback Adventures. I did a full playthrough a few years back when Paperback Adventures came through the first time, and did all 3 levels of the campaign or of the challenge, because you normally play through, see if you can get through 9 enemies, and so I was doing that 3 at a time on stream during kind of a lunchtime stream, and now we're going to check out the newest character in the game. We'll go ahead and flip over to the gameplay screen. If you can hear the audio, let me know. If not, or game audio, let me know. I'm going to need you one thing to fix the audio if I'm understanding my computer correctly. My computer does a thing where it does not like to be nice. So we got to go over here and get the gameplay audio. How is everybody doing tonight? Sass, again, good to see you here. Yeah. Last time I played this was on vacation. I was on a plane and popped this out on my Steam Deck. Was able to have some fun playing this. All right. Okay, let me know if there's any audio of the game variety, and we'll get started. Skye, hello, welcome in. Skye Larsen in the house, one of the creators of Paperback Adventures, a game that I love very much. Again, in the chat, you can see the link, or you can go check out the Gamefound there. It has funded, so congratulations on it funding. There are at least some stretch goals that you can help get to, which would be incredibly nice for all of us who are backing it. Because I got the big box plus the co-op plus the new character, which is Iron Knee. Because what would a paperback game be without a very good pun? The other ones are Damsel, Ex Machina, and Plot Hook from the first set. But now we have Iron Knee, who has some pretty cool mechanics. And we'll show you how those work here in just a second. Once I get everything situated. All righty now. There we go. Hardest part coming up with new characters is are the puns. Again, I feel like when you look at all the kind of the henchmen and all the baddies that you have to face, there's also a lot of good stuff in here. So we're gonna start a new game. Skye is here, hanging out. So if I have any issues or questions, then we can figure them all out together. I think Skye and I played a lot of Discord tag this afternoon, but I had my daughter was at a friend's birthday party, so I was having to do a lot of running around. All right, so there's Ex Machina, Damsel, Plot Hook, and Iron Knee. My unlocks are not representative of my actual playtime. I just, for some reason, have weird... I think because I'm in the weird beta version, it does not have all my unlocks on here. But that's fine, because I have 5 unlocks straight out of the gate for Iron Knee. Life brought her countless battles. She brought life poetic justice. We'll start at level 1. We'll see how it goes. I can't guarantee that I'm going to be great, but we're going to make it. We're going to do it. All right, so we're taking on sewer rats right away. You turn a corner in the twisting sewer corridors and find the nuisance you've been sent to eliminate. The rats scatter whenever you make an aggressive move. You might need to be patient with your attacks. If you're not familiar with Paperback Adventures, the way we used to lovingly refer to it as is Spell the Spire. It is very much a roguelike deck builder, except your deck is letters. And doing that, you are going to build words, which are going to attack your enemies. I am Iron Knee here. I have a health of 25. We'll get to kind of all of these things here in a minute. A lot of great tool tips, by the way, in the app. Kind of tells you everything you need to know. Our enemies have 2 phases. They have their first phase and their second phase. If you get your enemy down to 0 on their first phase, it will stun them, so the incoming attack will not attack. And then to completely defeat them, you have to defeat their second phase. But you're going to spell words with the letters or the cards that you have. I do not have any vowels. We'll talk about that in a second. But if you were to make the word... We'll just use some of these right away. Shelf. Then you could play that word to attack or defend from your enemies. How do you attack or defend? Let's talk about it. Each card has information on the right side of the card or on the left side of the card. When you play a word, you have to decide if you're going to splay it to the right or splay it to the left. If you're showing the right icons, which we are currently now, on the right side is mostly attack. There are some other things such as your energy. If you were to have items, you could spend energy to activate your items. We'll get to that point here in a little bit. Also, these red icons are your attack. So whatever you're showing on this side, if you're splaying to the right, you will use those symbols for your attack. So in this case, I would do 2 attack and get 2 energy. On the other side, if the sewer rats are coming in with 4 attack, maybe I would like to defend. Usually to defend, I would use the left icons. The left icons mostly have shields on them. Those shields are going to be used to defend against the attack. That's pretty much the basic part of this game. But let's talk about Iron Knee and some of their mechanics. Oh, I'm sorry. Also, you are going to use, after you spell a word, you can designate 1 card out of your hand, and they have to be your main kind of blue and green bordered cards here. And in the digital version, you're going to right click it, and that's going to activate it. And by activating it, you have a little special power down here on each card. This one is gain 3 attack. So I play this in addition to what I have on the left. If I'm splaying to the left, it'll also gain 3 attack. So I'm doing 3 attack, 3 defense. After I play this word, that card is going to go away. I'm not going to see it again for the end of the round. It'll be back for the next battle, but for the rest of this, for this confrontation, that card will be gone. Won't see it again, unless power's allowed to. Anyway, with Iron Knee, you have a couple extra bits. As you can see on Iron Knee's cards, we'll get rid of these for right now. They have symbols. Think of them as kind of like your attack buttons on a video game controller. So you have your punch, your kick, and I believe you also have a knee, because Iron Knee, of course. And some of these cards mention having a combo. What that combo means is in your word, and this one I believe is punch punch. So your combo punch punch. If in your word you have a punch symbol next to a punch symbol, you will activate this ability, which is gain 4 attack. But again, you have to activate this card to gain that ability. So not only do you have to spell the word, you then have to activate the card. And then you will end up losing the card at the end of the word. And then you will go on and keep playing until you can defeat your enemy. They also have something called Echo. Echo will spend one of your currency called boons. And if you spend 1 boon, that card will move to the back to the top of your draw pile. So. Last thing you need to know about Iron Knee, Fairnix, hello, welcome in, good to see you. They have special stances. And in this case, we currently have the snake stance over here and the turtle stance. When you decide if you're going to splay right or left, on your next turn, you will be in a new stance. The new stance has different abilities. So if you're currently on the snake stance, you can lower your enemy's shields. You lower your enemy's shields equal to the number of skulls on your enemy. So if they had 2 shields and they had 2 skulls, they'd have 0 shields. If they had 4 shields and 2 skulls, they would have 2. They would 4 minus 2 equals 2. If you're in the turtle stance, you will gain shields equal to the number of skulls on the enemy. So basically, you would like to put a lot of skulls on your enemy. So let's go ahead and do this first word here. So I don't have any boons currently, so I can't do really anything to stop it. So let's play some shields. So we'll play the word shirt. All right, because we're playing the word shirt, if we splay right, we're doing 3 attack and getting 1 energy. But because they're doing 4 attack, let's defend. We are now going to also have 4 shields, so they're going to do no attack to us. It might work differently in the Steam version. Let's see. It's not clear in the UI, but I believe switching the stance happens before your word activates. So if your icon's left now, you get a bonus for this turn. So if I did this, I would gain shield equal to the skull on the enemy, which I don't. Oh, so okay. Let's just try it. Let's see what happens. Well, because you have hexes. I mean, yeah. All right, so we're gonna play the word shirt. Although, if we can find a way to put, oh no, we have it. We have it right. So if you have a punch and a kick next to each other on this H, you can combo. It makes a combo and gives you 5 shield. So we can do 3 attack and defend for 5. So we'll just submit this. So 3 attack. They're going to try 4 on us. We defended it. Now my H goes into the fatigue pile because I used the power for it. Rest of the cards go in the discard. And here is my new hand. So now I can gain shield. Because I'm in turtle stance, I can gain shield equal to the... I can't think of it. The word I'm thinking of. Hexes on the enemy. So if we play, let's start with the word date. Let's see what that gets us. We can't do combo fist because we don't have another fist in our hand right now. This says if I'm in center stance, I gain 1 boon. This says heal 1 and gain 1 boon. If I will, the enemy. Okay, so the enemy cannot lose hearts. So we don't want to do anything to attack because they cannot lose hearts. So if I play this left and use this D, would I be in? I would technically count being in center stance. Got it. It would happen before. Perfect. Good to know. So we could use this boon later to echo a card, which means it would go back to the top of our deck so we wouldn't lose it, and it usually has a good ability. Also, this every time you lose 1 shield, add 1 hex to the enemy and gain 1 attack. So we want to use that echo ability so that we put hexes on the enemy, because that helps our stance situation. All right, so let's do this one. If I'm in center stance, which I will be after this, we're going to submit. We're going to play date. I'm going to gain 1 boon. And here we go. So we have... It's also interesting to... because when you play the digital version, you can kind of be like, oh, this is a word, right? And you just play it, and it's like, oh yeah, this is definitely a word. You can submit it. Like is phone, you know, I'll call you on the phone. It's not. It doesn't work that way. So let's see if we can find a word. All right, so juice also. Spend X number of energy. Yeah, my phone is totally ringing. Spend energy as many times as possible to gain a bonus that many times. So we can gain a shield. So what about the word fan? Let's just see. They're going to do 2 attack and 2 defense. We can only attack for 2, but we can do... what is this? Oh, if your cards are right icons, gain 2 boons, which could be helpful later. I could gain 3 attack, or I could do left block the 2, gain 3 attack. 1, 2. But then they would block for 1, so it would only 1 would get through. But it's kind of the best we can do right now. Let's just do that for right now. We'll figure it out. So we did 1 attack. All right. So they're going to do 4 attack. We have 4 shields. This is going to be undefended. So if we can do 6 undefended attack, then they wouldn't attack us at all because they would be stunned. Stir. If we just did street, that's a word. So if we go right icons, we're attacking for 5. We can also use this combo, this punch-punch combo, because we have punch-punch. That would give us 9 attack. They would be stunned. All right, let's just go for it. We're using the combo system. All right, so we stunned them and did the excess damage. So now they are going to do... they're going to do 8 attack. Not ideal. All right, is there a system for... gotta love a combo. So am I able to boost this juice? Oh, I see. It's going to use all of it. Got it. So if I use the word or, so juice is going to, juice X is going to use my energy. In the digital version, I believe it's just going to use all the energy, but to gain defense. So if I were to do this, I would use 8 of my energy, get 8 block. They won't attack me. I'll hit them for 4. So we'll do that. So they're down to 3. Enemy cannot lose health this turn. So we want to do whatever we can to really get ourselves in a good situation. TJ is here. Hello, TJ. Good to see you. Welcome in. Ahoy, hoy to you as well. Let's try Sane, which is what TJ is not going currently in his healing. All right, if your cards are icons right, gain 2, or what's this? This is lower enemy shields equal to number. All right, so let's do this. We'll give 2 and we'll echo. This will also give us 2 energy, so which we can use later. All right. That S will go back on the top of our deck. All right, they're going to do 10 attack. But if we can hit them for 3, I believe, then we should be fine. I'm going to take a boon for the road. Won't do me any good in the shop later, but we'll be able to hold on to it. So we'll do ears. We're going to attack for 4. Got him. Doing okay. I had to go into work the past 3 days for a couple hours each day to do stuff no one else can. Really uncomfortable afterwards. Oh, I am sorry. But post-op tomorrow, and I think I get out of splint and stitches out. Well, that'd be nice. That'll be good. All right. Now, much like a roguelike, At the end of an enemy, you get to choose your reward. Draw 2 cards and select one, then replace a card in your deck. And gain 2 boons, which you can then use in the store. So I would technically have 3 boons. Or draw 2 cards and select one, then replace a card in your deck, and then draw 2 new items and select and keep 1. Our character seems to be able to like rack up energy, which will be used for items. So let's see what we got over here. All right, so we have a C with a kick. This G looks pretty powerful too. So G would be 2 shield, 1 attack. If I didn't use an item this turn, heal 2. I mean, we might need some heal later. This is gain 4 block though. I don't know. I like this G. What's going to come out then? That's the hard part. Because what did I take? I took a G. It's a lot of shields. That's a lot of energy. It might have to be this. I don't know. I don't take a Val out. All right, D's coming out. All right, Toxic Dart for 0 energy. It's single use. I can give 2 hexes. Pretty nice. Eye Patch, gain 3 shield. Gain a MacGuffin that says lose 1 energy at the start of your turn. I'm gonna do the Toxic Dart so we can like get a leg up early. No soul, no prob. What is up, my dude? Not much. Just playing a little Paperback Adventures. We're checking out the new. We are checking out the new character from the Gamefound, which is currently live. Went live today. They are already funded. As we move on to battle number 2, the Hammerhead. Each enemy hex, so everyone I have adds 1 attack to my, or adds 1 to my attacks. PBA is so goddamn good, and again, I appreciate the folks over at Fowers Games for trusting us to play this kind of early version. So this is not currently in the app right now. I'm playing a secret beta build, but I'm glad to be doing it. All right, so add 1 penalty card to my discard pile is what's going to happen here. Awful. Nope. Let's see. All right, so I don't have any hexes right now. Let's go ahead and throw that hex on. It's just good to put some hexes on them early. Oaf is a word. All right, I don't have any energy right now, but I can do 2 attack and get it out of the way. And I could gain the 3 attack here. So do 5 attack early. Get in under the... get in early with 5 attack. All right, they're going to do 4 attack. But we are currently in Snake Stance, but they don't have any shields up right now. Word shag or Which shat would also work. Shag. If we splay left, that's center stance. That's going to do 5 healing. I could echo this and give 2 more. Give 2 more of the hex to put them at 5. This would really help if I could get into my snake stance. Or I could do this and block. Oh, interesting. So if I give them hexes, it adds 1 to their attack. Now it's like, because they would attack for 7 here. I would technically do 1 attack. I'd get this back. Let's do this. We'll take the 2 damage, which is fine. All right. So if we go, so right now I'm at 7 shield if I go left, because I will be in turtle stance and I will gain shield to the number on the enemy. If I were to go right, I'd only do 3 attack. Don't do that. Well, I don't have any boons, so I don't think I can echo that, right? Yeah, I don't have 2 attacks, so I can't do that. But maybe, this feels like cheating, but it's gonna let me do 2. I don't think necessarily it's what I needed to do because I didn't have a boon to be able to spend. Sky, if you, I don't know what you think about that. All right, add 1 penalty card to my discard pile. Let's go. We'll attack to the right. It should still go off, I think. You just can't return it to your deck and it fatigues. Did it fatigue? Okay, so it did fatigue. I see. It goes off. It's not a if or. It's echo is separate. So I gain 2 attack, but echo. Word. All right, so we'll do gate. I can't do the combo. There's no enemy attack for me to fully block. We'll use this A then. So do 3 attack. I will heal 1 and gain a boon. Alright, so they're down to 1. If I can put... This is where I need to hit them as hard as I possibly can, because if I get them past this first phase, they will be stunned. So I need to put as much attack on them as I can. Unfortunately, my combo punch did not come up. So I could... I got a hotel TV. All right, so I can play the word hotel. I would do 3 attack. I can't fully block it. I could use this O for the juice. But it doesn't matter because I'm gonna do. I don't need to use this up because I don't want to use this 11 block if I don't have to. That seems silly. I'll take this E, I guess. Because I'm gonna put the attack on him, it's going to stun him, so it doesn't matter. Love the weird combination of words. Use this O for the juice. Well, it is insane babbling. Pharynx, have you heard me speak? It's all insane babbling. All right, so that's an. Oh, sorry, that is an L. Submit. All right, so I've got enough to stun them. So they're not going to do the 7. The 7 attack does not go off. All right, that's not. They gain 2. All right. So they're not attacking. I'm not using really any. All right. There's only one tag. Givens. So I don't really want to give them a ton of them because that'll make their attack stronger. Let's do that. So we're only doing 2 attack. All right, but they're now attacking for 10. We really need that. Oh, that's not good. S-I-G-H-T. Splay to the left. All right, so we're blocking for 6. That combo doesn't go off. Does he punch kick? Girths. Girths. We're going to play girths to block for 11. All right. So block for 11 there. This is such a girthy block. My fears are running out of attack cards. All right. Right icons. We're going to attack for 8. Yeah, I don't have any. Gots. Gots isn't a word. Stooge. We're gonna play Stooge and attack for 8. And then next turn, all we have to do is hit for 1. It's a perfectly cromulent word. All right, we just have to attack for 1. As long as they're not blocking, we're fine. They're going to attack for 12, doesn't matter. We're going to play the word Sog because we're running out of cards. We're going to attack for 3. If I didn't use an item this turn, heal 2. It should work, right? If I didn't use an item this turn, heal 2. Okay, there's my 2 heals, so we're back up to 25. Killed the hammerhead, who's at -2. We're out of this battle. God, I love this game. All right. Draw 2 cards and select 1. Then replace card in your deck. I gotta keep replacing cards. I don't like replacing the cards. Draw 2 new MacGuffins. Select 1 to keep. Lose 3. Here's the thing about penalty cards. Sometimes they're like not good, but it's also like extra cards in your deck. You can't expend them, but they're cards. And then, like, if you have a decent vocabulary, just decent like bank of words in your head, you can find a way to make them work. Let's do this one. Gain 2 shield and 2 energy. Echo. Do I already have a G? I already have a G. M, if this has no vowel adjacent to it. That'd be really hard. I mean, you have to put it in a word like... Okay, sure, if it's at the end of the word. Yeah, that's fair. I was thinking of it like being smack in the middle of 2 letters, and I was like, well, I mean, you got... nothing. I can't think of anything. But if it's at the end of the word, then that's better. Sure, if I get your point now, Ferris. I see what you're saying. What would I lose? A, E, O. All right, let's... Or I could skip. I could skip and not add a card. But these are not terrible. I'm going to take this G and... All right, gain MacGuffin. The first turn of each boss battle, gain 2 energy and a boon. Each time an enemy enters stage 2, strip 2 boons from the enemy. Interesting. I don't know what that would necessarily do right away. Take the Haunted Fiddle. So this should be the first boss. Let's open the shop. We have 3 boons that we could use to buy items and MacGuffins. The first turn of each battle, gain 5 block. The first time an enemy gives you 1 hex, lose a hex. Pick a card to discard, gain 5. Gain an extra wild card this turn. Place a hex on you and the enemy. If the enemy has more hexes than you, they lose 2 health. I mean, that seems kind of like a no-brainer because we use that hex thing so much. Take the Deadly Dirk. The Buccaneer. The pirate's crew watches as their captain circles you with their saber at the ready. The strange sloshing swill in her flask smells like it could knock out an elephant. All right, they're going to do 4 attack. And we are going to play the word shag. Every time you lose one boon and you add a hex to the enemy and gain an attack. Got it. I keep forgetting that rule. You've got a cool hex build going here with the dart and the dagger. Yeah, it's like I'm trying to... If I can get up early... So they already have 2. Place a hex on you and the enemy. If the enemy has more than you, they lose 2 health. Otherwise, you lose 2 health. Which is great. So I can do all the blocking here. Gain an echo. Or like, give 2 hexes. And I get the echo here, so I get the S back, so I don't lose a card. Alright, so we're going to get the penalty card. Enemy gains 6 shield. If a penalty card is in your hand, they gain 11 instead. I wish I was this way to get in the snake stance. Alright, so if I attack here, that's attack for 3. None of it's going to go through. If your cards are icons on the right, gain 2 boon. Which would be fine, because then we could do some more echo action. Yeah, let's do that. So nothing's going to go through. But now I have 5 energy. They're going to attack for 9. We're going to activate this. So they're going to take 2 damage. Torah, sure. Perfectly fine word. All right, so because I'm going left, I'm using this turtle stance, which I gain blocked the enemy equal to the hex on the enemy. So I'm going to block for 8. Now I can play this T as a punch-punch combo to gain 4 attack. I also could do this. Which would, as I'm learning, if I'm using an echo, that means I'm losing a boon. By losing a boon, I add a hex to them and gain an attack. So this would be 2 attack, echo, block for 8, which is fine. I'll lose the health. I think that's okay. I think that's all right. Because that R is going to come back. So I'm going to get a penalty card to my discard pile here. So this is a free-ish attack. We're going to go ahead and use this Deadly Dirk again. Place a hex on us both. They have more than I do, so they're going to lose 2 health. So they're going to be down to 5. We're going to play the word Gusher. I can do 12 shield, but if we do right icons, I'm going to attack for 5. That's going to put them there. It's going to stun them, no attack. And I can, because I have a boon, I can play this Echo again. So it's going to take a boon away. But it'll give me 2 more attacks. So I'm going to attack for 8. So that's going to... Yeah. I like it. I like it. Feeling good about it. Let's submit the word Gusher. Alright, so they're down to 14 on their second phase. They would take 2 boons away, which would be great. We, of course, are going to play our Deadly Dirk. I'm going to attack for 6. We are going to probably splay right again so that we can get... oh, it's the shields. If we splayed left, we would get 10 block. Let's see what we got. So we're going to try the word fresh. This combo would give us 5 block. So we would attack for 4, get 5 block here. Which would be fine. Or if we go left, we'd have 19 block, which we don't need. If we attack for 7, that'll put them at 5. But we'll be taking 6 damage here. So let's do this. We'll attack for 6. Or so we'll attack for 4, block for 5, take 1 more damage. Enemy gains 6 shield. If a penalty card in your hand is in your hand, they gain 11 instead. So I have a penalty card, but what they don't know is I have this little guy called a Deadly Dirk. It's going to give them an extra. It's going to give them an extra hex, which is going to be up to 11 because I am in snake stance. I lower their shields to the number of their hexes, which is down to 11. So they're going to have 0 blocks. So I'm going to get a free shot here, which is nice. I don't have that much attack, but it's fine. So we'll activate this. So if we could hit them for 6, it would be nice. We can't. But let's do... I'll play the word gander. That doesn't really do anything because I'm not going to fully block the attack. So while we're here, we're going to... take a good long gander at it. Let's do this. We'll heal 1. We'll get a boon. Play the word sort. They're going to attack for 11, but as long as we can put 5 on them, we're good. We'll also do, of course, our Deadly Dirk. Play the word sort. For 9. Doesn't really matter. But we will attack. There we go. Boss number 1. Down. All right. Let's choose our path. So, draw 2 cards, select 1 to keep. Draw 2 items, select 1 to keep. Draw 3 boss MacGuffins, select 1 to keep. Oh, so I would get... So I could get 2 new MacGuffins. Or an item in a MacGuffin. Let's check out the items. K or F. If I will fully block the enemy attack, I give 3. Ugh. If this has no Val adjacent to it, draw 3 more cards next hand. I think I want the F. Select card and randomize its letter for this battle. Remove all shield from cards in your hand and gain a MacGuffin that gives. I do not like either of these MacGuffins for what we're doing right now. That gives shield each. Remove all shields from cards in your hand and gain a MacGuffin that gives shield each turn equal to half of the icons removed. So like the most it would be like 4 shield, but then I wouldn't have any more shield. On those cards. All right, gain a boss MacGuffin. Each round you don't use any wild cards, gain 2 attack. That's not bad. At the start of every other turn, choose a card in your draw pile and draw it. If you're not at max health at the start of your turn, lose half of your... Oh, that's not terrible, because I always have a lot of energy. Take that. Magic Ink spells a word for you, permanently removed on use. Okay, cool. Choose a stance. Tiger stance. Whenever you switch to this stance, gain 2 attack. If the enemy has 4 or more, gain 5 instead. Frog stance. If I block any amount of attack, give 2 to my enemy. Whenever you switch to this stance, gain 2 attack. If the enemy has 4 or more, well, they will. Gain 5 instead. But that snake stance was really good for us last time. But if I put tiger stance in the left one, my left stance, which means for the most part I would be blocking. Not only am I blocking, I am attacking for probably 5. All right. All right. Be on pause for 2 seconds. We'll be right back. All right, now, was that the right move? Probably not. But here we are. Sirens. Blech. A beautiful haunting harmony pulled up a hero's ship off course. Any man who raised a weapon was quickly attacked by the siren's vicious claws, but surely to remain entranced by the siren's song held its own danger. If you have 0 attack, fatigue the top card of your deck. If you have 1 or more attack, you gain 2. All right, well, first let's jump out on this immediately. Let's go ahead and give them 2, so that whenever we do the Deadly Dirk, we will have more. I don't want to fatigue the top part of my deck. So I'll take the 2 hexes. I mean, I might as well go for as much attack as I can at this point. While I can. I'm going to get the R back. I'm going to take 2 hexes, which is fine for now. I feel good about it. Let's put a hurting on now while we can. How is tiger not... Oh, I didn't... I was like, how is tiger not a word? Alright, 9 attack. Great. If you have 1 or more hex, the enemy gains 6 attack. If you have 0, you gained 1. Whatever. Listen. That's true. You're right. That's a good point. Oh no, I can't do my thing. I don't have any vowels. They are going to have 6 attack, which is fine. Punch knee gives me 5 block. I don't have a punch or knee. I have punch, punch, kick, kick. All right. All right. Word is French. We're going to block for 6. Still not getting enough energy out of this. All right. If I will fully block the enemy attack, I give 3 hex. Okay. If the enemy has full health, fatigue the top card of your deck. If the enemy does not have full, you gain 2 boons. Okay. We have oafs again. I can use this to activate. And by splaying to the left, I attack for 5. If I use F, I can attack for 8. Let's attack for 8. So we're trash. They're going to block for 5, and they're going to heal for 5. Whenever you switch to this stance, gain 5 attack. Interesting. All right, if we hit for 7... Yeah, we got to go in the offensive here, because we hit for 7. They're basically going to go up to 16 anyway. So we're going to deal 2 damage to get them down to 11. Then they're going to heal 5. That'll be up to... But we kind of have to do it, right? Either way, they're going to full health, so we should do something to help us. We don't want to waste this right now. What are you? Oh. Yeah, it didn't really matter. Deadpan, hello, welcome in. Good to see you. We're playing Paperback Adventures. The enemy, if the enemy has full health, fatigue the top card of your deck. If the enemy does not have full health, you gain 3. Okay. Let's go ahead and use 2 of our energy here to activate this. So they're down to 14. We're going to attack for 4. Or we attack for 5. Click a card to set as active. Okay. They're going to attack for 14. Crap. All right. For each... For each skull you have, the enemy gains 2 attack, then you lose all. Alright, so we need a punch. I can block for 10 here. That will put us in a good position. We'll only take 6 damage. They're going to block for 5 and heal 5. Oh, they're not going to block on this one. All right, hold on then. Because we just need to do 8 damage. First off, activate you. So we need to do 6 damage here. So we just need a punch for 4 attack. True. True. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. They don't get to heal 5 after they're dead. Oh, we're gonna heal 6. I don't want the item. Combo knee. Knee, give 1 hex for every knee card in your word. I like the L. Might get rid of that F. I don't use that F a lot. Do I have an H already? I have an H already. I don't have an L. L's a good opening word. All right, what we got here? First time an enemy gains strip 1 from the first turn of each boss battle, gain 2 energy and 1 boon. Draw a card if the letter is not in the enemy's name, discard it. After submitting your word, trigger the ability of your selected card a second time. I mean, yeah, I like the Ancient Wand. That's the strong move. All right, I'll be back one more time. Or I'm back. Here we go. The Baroness. If you lose any health, you gain a hex. For each of your hex, you lose 1 attack. Cool. That's not great for our one where we give ourselves a hex. If you lose any health, you gain a hex. For each hex, you lose 1 attack. Sheg. Slay. All right. We'll go ahead and use our Echo. So we'll do 3 attack here. Block for 6. Baroness does not like that. All right, she's going to do 5 attack again. Toxic Dart, we're going to give 2 hexes. Which is fine. I don't have enough for that anyways. Punch would give me Runts would give me 4 attack and 5 block. Olaf. What? Foal. All right. For each of your hexes, use 3 health, then lose all of your hexes. This is a full-on attack scheme here. All right. So if I did this, it'd be 7. I can't use that yet. All right. So what I was thinking about was if I use the F and this ancient wand, after submitting your word true, the ability to your select card second time, they'll gain 3 extra attack. This person would go on. This person would go on the defense. They'd be stunned, and then they couldn't do anything. But I don't have enough energy for it. So if I didn't use an item, I gain a boon. My fear is I still might do this. Because they're going to do 5 attack, right? So if I do this now, they'll be stunned. And I get a free shot here. Unfortunately, it's not my best hand to do that. But Lang is a word. My icons are displayed right, so I'm going to gain 2 boons. That'll allow me in the future. They're going to do 8 attack. I'm going to lose 1 attack. All right. They're going to attack for 8. I can't get 15 out of this. I can block for 10 here. And go on the attack on the next one. So if I did this, that would only give me 4 attack. That would get them down to 9. But I really would like to save that. So we're going to hold here. They're going to attack for 5 again. So we have the word heal. Because we are going into Tiger Stance, we will attack for 5, which technically is 4. I'm going to fully block this attack, so I gain 2 attack. I'm going to use this. I don't have enough. I don't have enough energy. Because that would have made it another 8. So it would have gotten them down to 7. Punch kick, which I can't do anyways. All right. All right, I need a real attack heavy. All right, for each of your, I'm going to lose 5 health. So they're going to sap 5 health out of me unless I can win this. Larges. Right icons for 6. I'm going to gain 2 to make it 9. Just for good measure, we're going to activate that. So we're going to attack for 12. Baroness down. We are cruising. I am liking the new character a lot. It took a second for me to like kind of figure it out, but I kind of keep forgetting the stance thing, but once I remember the stance, like, oh yeah, this is pretty cool. I just have to like, I think it's been a benefit for the way that my attackers have been attacking. And then I kind of have naturally had to go like block, block, attack, attack, block, block, attack, attack, which has kind of gotten the most use out of those stances. I was really nervous about the tiger stance going in because it's like, oh, well, this thing like gives me block based on the hexes. But with the Baroness, I couldn't put too many hexes on her. Or I couldn't use my things where I put hexes on her and myself because that really messed me up. I could upgrade a card. All right, let's go. We haven't upgraded a card yet, so let's go upgrade a card. All right, gain 1 boon. If this card is left in your hand, fatigue it instead of discarding it. So I'd have to use it. If this card is left in your hand. So I'd have to use it in the word. It's not terrible. She's definitely a bit more complex. I was kind of nervous for you. Yeah, Tiger worked out great. I was like, I was just wanting to like figure out, like, see what all the mechanics did and figure out like what was the best, you know, not the best, but like try and see everything while I'm playing this right now. Not everything, but you know, a little bit of how each mechanic works. Is it bad if I just don't take a card? Because I'm going to upgrade a card. I just don't know if I want to lose a card. I'm going to skip it. Card to upgrade. All right, that gets an extra block. That gives 3 in an echo. That gives an extra energy. That gives an extra attack. If you splayed right. Wait, what? If your cards or icons right, gain 2. If you splayed right, gain 2. Okay, I don't know if that's a... just the wording on that's different. Oh no! I don't know what I did. I either did it or I... Okay, I upgraded the end. That's fine. Okay. I didn't mean to do it. Homework monster. Add 3 block to every... I add 3 block to every turn unless your word is 6 letters long. Got it. Yeah. I knew this. I knew the splaying. I knew the splaying from the board game. And that's how I like... Even though it says like played right or played left, I pretty much always say splay just because of I'm so used to it from the tabletop game. All right, so long words or the ad block. Okay. This enemy is going to gain 5 boons. Okay. Each time it enter, it could. I just need them to like really. We got to enter phase 2. All right. All right. Faint. Ah. All right, now we're working on trying to figure out 6-letter words just for a second. Let's go ahead and throw that dart while we're at it. All right, let's get these out of here for a second. Gifton. Gafton. All right, well. Let's see. Tipping. Fatting. Fatting is a word, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting through attacker. We're going to attack for 8. Ugh. All right, they're going to attack for 8. They're not going to block any. All right, so we'll block for 10 here. Loathe. I can't do a punch. It's gonna be like for every boon they have. Yeah. Well, they do 1 attack, then they lose all their boon. Do Singer. They're gonna attack for 10. We're gonna block for 6. Block for 8. Play that. So I'm going to take 2 damage here. And that's okay. Alright, they're going to block for 3. Play the word angels. If we're going to attack for 6 here. If I didn't use... Oh, hold on. That's not gonna work. I don't really want or need the energy. If you splayed right, gain 2 boon. That's single use. No, we want to use that for attack later. Yeah, let's do that. We're also going to take that because we can. We'll do 6 attack here. That's going to put them at 18. For quartz. I really kind of mucked it up here. And I only say that because that's fine. It's fine. We're going to attack for 9. Wish I was getting some... wish I was getting energy. That's the only problem. They're going to attack for 9. And play their losers. If we can attack for 9 here. Which we can. Because we use the echo. So we're going to attack for 9. That's going to kill him. Okay, we're good. 6 down. 6 down, still good health. Let's draw cards to keep. Oh, man. I don't have a U, do I? Yeah, I don't have a U. That Q would be great, though. I'll take the S. If your cards are icons left... Do I already have a B? I don't have a B. Needy combo. Gain 1 block for each card in your fatigue pile. Brandon's keyword. Each round, your word has 5 or more letters. Double the attack and block from your last card. I mean, G and L are pretty good. Should be bottom card. Each round, the enemy has 2 or less. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, you're right. When you use your 3rd item on a turn... No, we don't want that one. I think Brandon's keyword. We tend to make a lot of big words. Sure, we'll take another Magic Ink. Frog Stance. If I block any amount of attack, give 2 to the enemy. Sure. If you fully block the enemy attack, remove all... If you fully block the enemy attack, remove... So that one would probably go there. I mean, Crane Stance is pretty strong. All right, we'll play Crane Stance. Because we're going to have to play left to block anyways. The Grand Cannon. As you roll the Grand Cannon, you're surprised to see the infamous cannons on deck are now being turned directly towards you. Fortunately, they'll take a bit of time to load. The enemy enters stage 2, they deal 7 damage. Okay. I knew Ragu is RAGU, but Agora. I mean, that would give me the skateboard, but alright, so it's gonna double my block. Okay. So that should be like or, right? So I can echo that. So I can do 3 damage here. Let's go ahead and do that as well while we have it. It's fine. Do some damage. All right. All right, so I think 6 block. Okay. Still gonna take 1. I'd really like to have some attack here. They're attacking for 15. Poop. I mean, 4 block, they didn't really do anything for me. Yeah, where's the juice when you need it? We gotta block some of it. We can attack for 4. It'd be really nice to have this ancient wand, because I would like to attack for 8 instead. Get it down to 7, and then 5 next turn. This is brutal. We're gonna take 11 damage here. We're gonna do 13. a great hand. It's great. The enemy does nothing. That's weird. Because it's supposed to, it says if you fully block, no. If you fully block the enemy, which I have not been doing. I've been like one short. I need to use this moment while I can. I mean, I really just need the attack. We play slash for 3 attack. But we're going to play our Deadly Dirk, which is going to stun them. So we now get a free attack. Unfortunately, when I do this free attack, it does not like to really work. The best way I want it to. We will heal a damage and do 3 attack. I was waiting for the second wave. Oh, I should have blocked. Should have blocked. Oh, they do that 7 damage when they're stunned. All right. We're going to do 7 attack. And fully blocking, which kind of sucks. Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We'll block. We'll block this, but we're going to take like a 15 attack here in a minute. And it's going to hurt real bad. All right, glubs is not a word. But bulges is. It would be 8 attack here. I need 12. I can't do it. I can't fully. I would block for 7. Could block for 9, so it takes 6 damage. But I won't echo it, which is fine. Let's go ahead and use this. So I'm going to get 2 next turn anyway. It's pretty much the same, but I'll get the... This should be they do nothing turn. Great. It can't be one where I like get stuff. It's a free attack. I need it. I didn't use an item this turn. They're gonna attack for 7. As long as I can attack for 7. We should be fine. Which I think we should be good. So we're gonna do this. They're gonna be down to 5. Play Lord Bins for 6 attack. And submit. Oh, yeah, I'll take my 2 boons into the next round. We barely got through that one. That one was a rough one. That was a rough one. But we're alive. We're alive. We're alive. Draw 3 cards. Heal 6 at the start of the next battle. Draw an additional card. Heck yeah. Gain 3. Gain 3 attack and 3 block. If this card is left in your hand, fatigue is if you're... I mean... Oh man, it gets brutal here at the end because it's like trying to get rid of my cards. Let's take the Y. Oh. I have to get rid of a card? Can I can't undo my selection of once I've taken it, I've taken it. It's unfortunate. Well, I want all my attacks. Oh, here will this be? I've healed. Let's open the shop, see if there's anything I can use. Gain an extra wild card this turn. You and the enemy both lose 3 health. If you are at max health, lose 0 instead. Well, that's not happening. Let's upgrade a card. Oh, the F is already upgraded. The T, combo punch gain 7. Okay. Gain 4 and 4. But if I use this power, it's getting fatigued anyways. So I just have to use it when it's in my hand. All right, we're gonna upgrade this T. Gain 7 strong. All right, next battle, next to the last one. Alien Queen, our intrepid hero, runs to another obstacle after the crash landing. An Alien Queen, mysterious and deadly. She seems to draw her power from the alien beasts around her, as well as from our stranded space hero. If you block all enemy attack, they lose 1. All right, they're blocking 5. We're to Shanty. I'm going to attack for 5 and 5. But if the card's left in my hand, so if I play it, it doesn't go away. Interesting. So if I play it, it doesn't go away. Because it still lowers their block? Okay. Let's go ahead and... I don't think it's the right move, but we're going with it. For each crown, yours and the enemy gains 2 attacks. So I don't want boons. What is it? If I fully block, they lose a crown. If I block it all, I lose 3 crowns. Great. All right, so now this works in that if I fully block the enemy, remove all okay, please hold. So let's do the 7 attacks. Farts. All right. So we're down to 7. We're doing 6 attack here. Now we're doing 9 attack. Go ahead and get them into a... We're going to do 13 attack with the T here. All right, let's do 13 attack. For the word leash. I'm going to block here for 7. I'm not going to fully block it. But I will heal 1 and gain a boon. Because that I really need. What do we need here? We need 11 attack. They're not going to block any of it. I splayed right, gain 2 boons. We're attacking for 3. Whether it's safer, as per my understanding, with my skateboard, the last word gets double attack. So we're going to attack for 10 here. We're going to send the Alien Queen home and head on to the final boss. All right, we're alive. We're going to the final boss. If I had more health, the lose 5, add 2 penalty cards to your deck would be more enticing. But I'm going to have to go with draw 4 cards, select 1. Heal 2. Juice 2. For every juice... Excuse me. If your cards are icons left, gain 4 attack, else gain 1. Alright, we're gonna get rid of this Y. Upgrade a car. Oof. Alright, we'll do that. Gain 8 block. Alright, final battle. The Roaring Rex. Each time I cause you to lose 1 health, you gain 1... you gain 1 curse. For each of your curse, draw 1 less card. Ugh. Brutal. That sucks too, because that card I need, the card I use. All right, 6 attack. We'll go ahead and heal 1. Although, I can do 9 attack and get the R back. Yeah, I mean, let's... So I'm going to draw... Oh... If you block all enemy attack, you lose 1. Like, I can't. Oh, I'm toast. If I block all enemy attack, which is 15, there's no way. I'm going to take 12 damage here. And send 3 damage. Drawing 2 cards at a time is brutal. Oh, I'm toast. Absolutely toast. Yeah, there's no way. Not a single way I could have done that. I gained an unlock. Unlocked the archetype punctuator. That was brutal. My best word? Farts. My best run, farts for 13 attack. Let's save that picture to Steam. I mean, look, you gotta know your brand. You gotta know your brand. In that case, that brand is farts. Thank you to everybody at Fowers Games for letting me check out this build.